Hi guys, welcome back to another couch coffee talk with Laura from Front Office Rocks. Welcome again. And this is a video that if you would have asked me about this topic 5 years ago, first of all, I don't know that I would even know what it is. And secondly, I would not have been a fan of it. So this is interesting now that I'm actually doing a video on this. And this topic is about outsourcing in the dental office. So first of all, let's talk about what is outsourcing. Outsourcing is where you pay another company to do something that is traditionally or has been traditionally done in the dental office. So a lot of the outsourcing options that are out there right now are insurance, submitting insurances, following up on insurance verification, telephones, that gets outsourced a lot or can be outsourced, accounts receivable, collections, anything that's really in the front office typically where it's not needed to be directly done to the patient, I guess you would say. So outsourcing is where you can pay somebody outside of your office to do the job. Now, if you would ask me 5 or 10 years ago, would I consider outsourcing in my office? I would have said no, because I don't think anybody can do it better than we can do it. I don't think anybody can do it better than my team can do it. And I know I want control over everything and I don't want anybody else to do it. So I would have said no. I had a change in philosophy about 4 or 5 years ago when we had turnover in our insurance coordinator position. So we had somebody new start in the insurance coordinator position. I think we went 3 in a row. For whatever reason, we had one that was great, but then she had a baby and she was gone. Then we had somebody that came in, she was good, but she was married to a military person and had to move. And then the third person we brought in was not so good, was gone a lot, had sick kids, was always taking time off. And finally we were on to looking for our 4th person for this position. And I was exhausted. A part of the reason I started Front Office Rocks videos was because of that, because I thought, gosh, if I have to retrain in this position again, right? I'm just sick of hearing myself talk about insurances and out-of-network benefits. So instead I made videos. But I also outsourced because I wasn't in the practice as much anymore. And we decided that it made sense. We had so much turnover in this position. And when that person was there or not there, the position, they weren't motivated to get the claims paid. They weren't motivated to get ahead in this area. They were either there or not there. They didn't care. The position just sat there. And so we had a change of thought and we decided, let's go ahead and try outsourcing. So we outsourced insurance. And at first I was a little nervous about it because again, they don't know what we know. They don't know our patients. But they know insurance, right? When you outsource to a company, if the company is good, they're going to be good at that thing that they do. Whether it's insurance, whether it's answering phones, whether it's AR, whether it's collections, that's what they do, right? I know my practice, I know my patients, I know my team and my doctor, but I can't say that I know I'm not the insurance guru. I'm good on the phones, but just because I'm good doesn't mean my team's good on the phones. And I could actually have a company who's better on the phones or good on the phones, or even the fact that there's a lot of phones not being answered. So there's this idea that I'm better. I know my practice, but think about it from this way. They know that job. They know that thing that they do. And I found that out when we started outsourcing insurance. Our insurance area improved so much because they had a full-time person who was handling all of our insurance. They were putting all the notes in. It was uniform. It was the same every time. They could focus on it, and I got it done every single day. There wasn't somebody was out sick. It didn't happen. Every single day they were held accountable to it. They were paid based off of collections or the insurance amount. So they were motivated to make sure that our practice got as many claims paid as well as possible. So it benefited us that way. The next thing that benefited us was that my team became less insurance driven. They became less focused on insurance because they weren't the ones investing hours and hours on the phones with the insurance company. They could focus on schedule, customer service, patients, and all of that. So there was a win-win for me. So I think that there are a lot of dental offices and a lot of dentists and office managers who maybe have never even considered outsourcing or have made the decision that it's not going to work for your practice. And I challenge you to say maybe there are some areas that you could outsource and you could consider it. I know right now I can tell you if your phones are not being answered Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and it's because you don't have somebody answering the phones in the practice, you need to outsource that. You need to get somebody answering your phones, because your practice, and not an answering service, but somebody, a company that can actually schedule for you. If you're falling behind in insurance, if you have a huge outstanding insurance report, you know, that you're not getting a chance to call, outsource that. Collections, outsource it. Like, go get help from companies who can help you do those things, so your core team can be there to really take care of the patients, offer the amazing customer service, fill the schedule, all that fun stuff. So again, 10 years ago, there's no way I would have said yes to outsourcing. Now I'm a huge fan of outsourcing. There are amazing companies out there that can help you with whatever it is your practice needs help with. So reach out to us at Front Office Rocks if you want some referrals. And again, I'm learning and growing just like I'm expecting all of you guys to do. So who knows what I'll talk about next time that I would have said I would have never done in the past, and now I'm doing with my practices and my clients. So again, thanks for joining me. Please write comments down below if you have questions, if you have ideas for videos. Follow me on social media too, because we're always sharing articles and things over on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. So follow me on the other social media platforms too. And thanks for spending a few minutes with me, and I will see you next time. Have an amazing day.